I just put out a video on the hottest spring 2024 fashion trends, and I picked out the most wearable ones based off what you would see on the runway and of course a lot of the major media sites. Today I'm sharing fashion predictions for spring, and these go beyond just the trends that we're seeing on the runway in the last few seasons, but really going for like things that you may already have in your closet and just realistic everyday life. These are not trends you're going to be seeing talked about in the magazines. I am talking about the stuff that you see your friends wearing and your neighbors wearing, and maybe like your favorite everyday influencer. The very first one I want to address, which goes completely against what everyone is saying and reporting in the magazines, is that elevated loungewear is pretty much here to stay. I know that after the pandemic, a lot of magazines were really quick to say that we're sick of wearing sweatpants and like, we want to dress up again and we want to go out. I mean, honestly, we're not sick of wearing sweatpants. We love our sweatpants, and yeah, we still want to wear them, but we also want to dress up too. I think a lot of this really stems from the fact that if you're a millennial like I am, or maybe even a little older, we dressed up to the nines in our 20s. There was no casual Friday. There was no casual like going out to dinner with your friends in like sneakers. That was just not a thing. Going out with your friends always entailed like a cute going out top and a skinny jeans and probably 6-inch stiletto heels. We really brought like our fashion A game. So if anything, I think that the reason this is happening is that we're kind of tired and maybe feel like in some ways we've earned the right to relax a little bit and just embrace a more casual everyday look. If you're a mom that's doing sports or running from home and back, and you just need something more practical, and honestly, sweatpants aren't what they used to be anyway. There's a lot of luxe and cute loungewear and athleisure look. So no, you're not gonna find this in the Vogue fashion spread, but you're still gonna see plenty of matching sets being sold. So don't let anybody make you feel bad if you still wanna be wearing these cozy matching sets. They're not going anywhere, and I still love mine. So one thing that's going out, which I think that you'll probably like, and I think we're gonna see a lot less in the next couple of years, is crop tops. I feel like they've definitely overstayed their welcome. They're just not a very wearable fashion trend. I'm not saying throw out your crop tops. I still like them, I still wear them. There's still plenty of being sold, but I do think we need some more options because we've gotten to the point where retailers, they barely even have tops that reach your waistband anymore. And I think consumers and shoppers in general are just kind of like tired of this. We're fine with more cropped silhouette, but it doesn't need to be like a full-on midriff. I also think we kind of went through an era of like too many cutouts. I know that, you know, now we're seeing more subtle details like mesh and like sheer paneling and more off the shoulder looks. I know that the cold shoulder gave way to the cutout, and cold shoulder, by the way, was like one of the worst fashion trends that we've had in a minute. And these strategic cutouts that just emphasize nothing, and it's just like in your face cleavage. I don't know. I just feel like we're going to start to see this go away a little bit over the years and in favor of more subtle cutouts and off the shoulder looks and more mesh paneling. Something else that I've noticed is that sneakers really continue to reign supreme. And again, I think this goes back to the whole joggers still being in style thing and just overall embracing a more relaxed look, whether you're choosing like a casual sneaker or like a designer sneaker or a chunky sneaker. It used to be that you maybe have one or two in your closet, and now it's becoming more common to have like a ton of them. You have a whole selection to grab and go, and they work beyond your jogger, right? Like I'll see them for your workout and I'll see them with sweatpants, but I also see them with dresses and skirts, and I've even seen them dressed up with trousers too. I know me personally, I used to own one pair of sneakers in my 20s, and it was one of those things where like I wouldn't be caught dead wearing tennis shoes. Like there was just no way. And the only pair that I had was for running. It was for the gym, and that's it. But things have changed and we've kind of embraced a more casual lifestyle. So with it, we kind of have a bigger sneaker collection, and I feel like that's definitely something that is here to stay for a little while longer. Now, from sweatpants to something decidedly dressier, lady jackets are having a little bit of a moment. We're seeing so many of these really cute cropped options. A lot of them have really pretty, beautiful tweed details. They're just a very classic, feminine, kind of giving Chanel vibes, you know, and that's definitely in right now and having a moment. I think these are sweet, but I know that this is a trend that's not for everybody. I know it kind of gives off, it can give off grandma vibes, but I really like it. Again, choose what you like if you want to partake in this trend or not to, but I do think that this one is gonna be around for a little while longer. So I did talk about the return of the trouser in my spring 2024 fashion trends video, which if you haven't seen it, I'll link it up here and down below for you. But anyways, I think it's worth mentioning again because this has been in for a while now and it's just very wearable. You can wear it to run errands. I think they're a great alternative to jeans. I know some women aren't really as much of a fan of skirts and dresses. And again, you may not want to wear jeans or leggings. So it's something that you can wear that's a little bit more put together and they're easy to just like dress up and go. It's also very classic. So if you are wanting to invest in a more expensive pair, it's not something that you're going to look back on and be like, oh, that was such a trend. Like, no, that's not going to happen. A wide leg trend definitely has staying power and it's very, very classic. So I'm not like a big sustainability blogger or expert by any means, so I don't want to harp on this one for too long, but I think that we're still seeing a big shift as far as like just bringing our consumption down in general and just being a lot more intentional about what we're bringing into our lives. I know that Poshmark and places where you can buy resale is becoming more and more popular, and just buying vintage. A lot of pieces that we're finding now just don't have the same quality as like vintage finds, and a lot of people, it's just becoming like more common knowledge. So we're definitely in an era where I think that more and more people are embracing like this whole less is more thing, carefully curating their closets and having a lot more vintage and pre-loved finds. So I know I don't normally talk about beauty trends, but beauty and fashion are really closely related. And one trend in particular that I've seen a lot is minimal makeup. I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon, and just a more simplified, less is more routine has really reigned supreme. So on the runway recently, I saw like a full face of makeup, no mascara. I hate that. I'm not suggesting that, by the way. I don't think that's wearable, and I think it's kind of silly. If anything, I think it looks completely unfinished, or I feel unfinished if I'm not wearing mascara. So that's not a trend I will be jumping on anytime soon, but we've just kind of seen like the clean girl aesthetic and the glass skin aesthetic and all this stuff that's been going on for so long. And it's just kind of more of an embracement of, again, a more subtle look. Botox is getting better. I feel like the lips are getting more and more subtle. Not saying people are not getting their work done. It's just better. It looks much more natural. To be honest, I'm pretty happy to see that the duck lips are on their way out. Another beauty trend that I have a feeling you're gonna be really excited about, let me know in the comments if that's you, is that the side part is on its way back. Are you team side part or not? Let me know in the comments. This is something that I never really accepted as being out of style because not everybody can pull off a middle part. I mean, it depends a lot on your face. It depends on your hairline. I don't know. I don't know how you can call the way you part your hair a trend or an anti-trend, whatever. In particular, we're seeing a lot of really deep side parts. I don't know if I'm going to be embracing that, but I do think that the pendulum is starting to swing back in the other direction and that side parts are becoming a lot more acceptable and on trend again. Now you have to let me know what are some of your style predictions for this year, and if I missed any that you think I should have added to this list. And if you did not see my full fashion video with all the spring trends, definitely check that one next, and I will see you over there. Bye.